girls.
Better restop. Oh, Rover, you're here. Quick, come with me. You've been busy working on that dark side case for a while now, right? So it's time you had a breather. It almost feels like I haven't seen you for ages. So I was wondering if you got dragged into another incident again. And I wanted to see you, so I made up an excuse to get you here. What? Not used to me being honest? Come on, don't be shy. My treat this time. All you can eat. Most of these are actually from other volunteers. It was hard to say no. These vouchers expire at the end of the celebration.
Every dish
So don't
without
hold
so
back.
much as a
Check the
flicker
menu
of
today.
expression.
What do you want?
Then she just looked at the rest of us eating, almost like she felt sorry for us.
So the volunteering job is pretty tough, huh?
It's all right, I guess. Mostly it's just helping people with lost belongings. So far, we've received over 100 requests. Ugh, still got no idea where to start for 30 of those. Plus those 12 equipment malfunctions I fixed for the Department of Engineering. And you know what? Over a dozen glitches on the same little projector. That was a real eye-opener. And counting supplies, painting stage props, hauling people who passed out from overworking to the infirmary, patching up the accidental injuries, yada yada yada. Come on, not you too. I'm still fresh as a daisy. Told them I've got professional training, and stuff like this is a piece of cake for me. But then Professor Voss sent me to the bench saying Star Torch Academy doesn't exploit its students. So she sent me here to get some rest. And while I was waiting for you, people from logistics even took turns to keep an eye on me when they stopped by. That's also how I got the vouchers. But it's so boring sitting here doing absolutely nothing. I wish they gave me a task where I get to ride my bike around at least. So, you got any plans later? Mind if I tag along? Aw, bummer. Oh, excuse me, I gotta take this. Hello?
Sorry for calling during your break, Lynae. An urgent request just came in, and we really can't spare anyone at the moment.
Say no more. I've got nothing urgent to do anyway. Just send it over.
It's about that prototype patrol mech.
Okay. That is a potential danger. Got it. I'll see if I can find it.
The one in charge has more details. I owe you one.
Sorry for spoiling our lunchtime, but I gotta run. Enjoy your food. Oh, here, take the rest of these vouchers. Nah, no need. Let me check what's what first. I'll call you when I figure it out. Just have a good meal. Later.
Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
Why do we have to pay for the food we developed ourselves?
Relax.
Caught you, red-handed. You're ditching your thesis to play the second.
Hey, why are you just standing there staring at the vending machine? Hey.
Huh? Upperclassman Lynae. And you must be Rover. I've seen you on the news. Can I help you? I'm kind of busy right now.
You're the one who lost the patrol mech, right? We'd like to know what happened. Anything you can share with us about it?
Oh, the Mech. Yes. Here.
What happened to your hand?
Oh, it's nothing. I slammed my hand into something while chasing the Mech. Here's all the data you need.
A transmitter built from scratch, Type 2 camo, white, data collection module for exploratory operations. I get the picture. Huh. Was this for a class project? And you did this all on your own? That's incredible.
It was supposed to be my presentation to get into Professor Anselm's research team. But it's still a work in progress. And then, sorry, I started mumbling on my own again. I was starting it up in the lab earlier today. It just spun out of control and made a break for it. I couldn't keep up.
Made a break for it? Mech models like these should have a speed limiter pre-installed. Normally a person should be able to catch up on foot. Did you see which way it went?
Here's its travel paths mapped out.
Got it. You can leave the rest to us, and we'll bring you the good news. It's fine. One mistake isn't the end of the world.
Well, wait. Please give me a call when you find it. I'll go get it myself. I've caused you enough trouble as it is, upperclassman Lynae.
You're actually my upperclassman now, you know? But that's not the point. The point is, I'm a volunteer. Trouble or no trouble, that's what I signed up for.
It's just that there's something really important to me attached to it. A picture of me and my family, so
Well, all the more reason we should go after it right now. Hang tight. I'll do everything I absolutely can to find it as soon as possible.
I appreciate your generosity, Mr. Lynae, but I still wish to get it myself. You can just tell me where it is.
That's right, you're injured. It's okay to...
I have to do this myself! I'm so sorry. I overreacted again. That picture, It's the only proof I once had a home. Please. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just...
It's all right. I get it. In any case, we'll give you a call as soon as we make a discovery. How does that sound?
Understood. Thank you.
Now, to find the mech, we need to check the signal tracking log. Let me apply with my volunteer access. Scratch that. I'm gonna run and get the professor in charge. I'll text you the location later. According to the data log, the signal was cut off right around here. Let's search the area, see what we can find.
Are these tire tracks?
These are some grippy tires. Huh, it's the HWT series. No wonder. A reinforced track setup like this is normally found on special equipment, like security mechs armed with heavy weaponry, or ones designed for storm zone rescue. Uh-huh. Doesn't sound like an expedition type, does it? Yep, you read my mind. Engineering courses in the prep program don't cover Frostland's exploration or heavy weaponry. Normally, you shouldn't have access to these kinds of modules. Time to get more clues. Fine. I had a go when I was tuning my bike. Just a tiny bit. But then, I got busted by Sigma only a couple of meters out.
Look at the size of that hole it smashed in the wall. Are these parts from a mech?
Fell off from a high-speed impact by the looks of it. Wait, are these hover cannon parts? So it does have weapons, but they fell apart so easily. The structure is pretty bad. He probably just welded together whatever spare parts he could get his hands on. It seems this student secretly modified the patrol mech under the teacher's noses.
And then it went out of control by accident.
If the Academy finds out, he's gonna face disciplinary action for sure. Or worse yet, he could get kicked out. If If he wanted to do this kind of research, he'd definitely get the chance after making it to the Department of Engineering. Why is he in such a hurry? He seems to be super eager to join Professor Anslim's research team. Kept trying to convince the professor, but got rejected every single time. But is adding weapons to a patrol mech really the best way to prove himself? Something just feels off to me. Anyway, he hid parts of the truth from us. But the way his face changed when he talked about that picture, it gave me the vibe of weird obsession. Or am I thinking about it too much? I'm just an ordinary student enjoying my golden time right now. Seeing him panic like that totally took me back to my old self, covering one lie with another just to stay here. Ugh, not a great feeling, I know. Maybe this is just me being a softie, but I really want to know what he's been hiding. And if I can, I want to help him face his fears. So, are you with me? Thank you so much. Well, let's do this, partner. Got no time to waste. We need to find this mech real quick. I'll make some calls for access to the Academy's surveillance. From what we know, it's not at the celebration site. Oh, hang on. Just take a break here for a bit. Wait for my word.
With the job, I guess. Comes with the job.
Oh, you're just adorable.
All yours. My suit can withstand more than that. I don't have all day. You've made it personal now.
Don't stand in my way!
Now I have a report to write.
Any updates on the Mech's location?
Wow, what a coincidence. It's around the place where we first met. Talk about a blast from the past. No one's gonna fall from the sky this time, right? Oh, over there. Careful. Let me check it out first.
Detected. Star Torch Academy certified personnel in proximity. Escort mode activated. Scanning for hostile units. Target locked. Executing. Eradication.
Looks like it just ran out of juice and shut down. Let's see here. The Mech's startup logic isn't set to attack, but sentry. It's programmed to hunt down and eliminate threats contaminated by the Void Storm until the surroundings are 100% clear. Yep. And this must be the family picture that student mentioned. I remember her. She was a researcher from the Institute who lectured at the Academy last semester. A pretty nice lady. But not long after I got into the Academy, she led a team on a survey mission. And they hit a small void storm. She didn't make it back. That was the first time I realized the danger of the void storm. And it really stuck with me. So she was his mother.
Did he modify the Mech because of his lost mother?
Well, maybe he wanted revenge. Or maybe he was just trying to prevent another tragedy like the one that took his mom. Its core programming prioritizes protecting human escorts above everything else, even over securing the survey data. Now that we found it, we should...
Alert.
Huh? Wow. Must have got quite a motor under that hood. No, wait! It's getting away! Doesn't look like it's out of control. Maybe it detected a contaminated exoswarm nearby? Or TD threats?
We should catch up anyway.
Oh, so you're worried someone might be hurt? Got it. Firing up the bike. Over there! Wait, isn't that...
Help! Somebody help!
Hopefully this helps. Strike through the shadows.
Guess who? Go over here.
I'm still alive. Miss Lynae and Rover. You're both okay. Oh, thank goodness.
That's supposed to be our line. How did you end up here?
I'm sorry. After you left, the more I thought about it, the more I freaked out. I knew I should have confessed about the modification, but I was too scared of being caught. I thought if I could just find it first, I could fix everything. I thought I could handle it on my own, but in the end, I couldn't do anything right. I wanted to create a mech to protect everyone, but put people in danger instead.
Here. This is what you were looking for, right?
Oh, it's... Thank you, Miss Lynae. She must be very disappointed in me. She hoped that I would become an excellent researcher. But I really don't care about the data she protected with her life. I know this isn't the mindset of a qualified researcher, but... I only wish that I could have been quicker in saving her. That the Mech could be stronger. That she would return safe and sound. But the truth is, I can't do anything right.
That's not true. This Mech you made is incredible. That's right. And it's practically as quick as my souped-up bike. It's honestly amazing you pulled that off with whatever parts you could find.
But...
I know what you're trying to say, but the things you feel like you have to carry alone, you're allowed to share that weight sometimes. There are always more choices than you can see. When you feel lost, just raise your head and look around. Your home has always been where it was, and you're still working hard for it, aren't you? And you've got friends with you. We might all have our own way of doing things, but everyone here is headed for the same goal. Isn't that what Star Torch Academy is all about?
Yes, but of course so much trouble.
Come on, why are you still hung up on that? A little chaos is just a normal research day. And I was talking about getting a bike ride. Now thanks to you, I actually got one. All right, this isn't a place for talk. Let's head back to the academy. And when we're back, you should tell everyone the whole story.
I understand.
Have a drink. Well, I got called in for the follow-up interview and investigation. Sure, he installed weapons on a Mech without reporting it, but luckily they never activated when it was started up, so no serious damage done. The reason it went haywire? The family photo he placed inside it had some leftover void storm frequencies. It messed with the circuits. Well, he'll face disciplinary action for sure. He's on academic suspension right now, helping the support staff deal with the mess his Mech made. And writing a 2,000-word self-criticism. However, the professors actually saw his potential through all this. They're making an exception for him. After his suspension, he's got an internship with the Department of Engineering research group to work on new patrol mechs. A blessing in disguise, I guess? If this hadn't happened, he might have kept making secret mods and caused a way bigger disaster. Oh, and I promised him that once this is all over, I'd help him modify the mech's dynamics to be more stable at high speeds. In a way that actually follows the Academy's rules, of course. Oh, come on. Stop calling me that. Actually, I've been thinking lately. Now that I'm officially allowed to stay at the Academy, what can I accomplish? What can this Lynae do? Would it be too plain to just enjoy campus life? Yeah, I never thought I'd get to stay in the Academy, or even imagined having a future here. But now it's different. I finally have a place I can call home. It's like my future, Lynae's future, is finally unfolding before my eyes. I get to choose the path I want to take. Seeing that student, it was like looking at my old self. I used to just go along with things and make up excuses to avoid facing reality. I want to be the kind of person who can guide my friends out of their dark moments. That way, I can look in the mirror and truly feel good about the person I see. Well, I still haven't figured out exactly what I'll do or what my goals are, but there are so many things I want to do right now. It's pretty hard to figure out what to do first with so many fun things to try. So bittersweet. Not today. Sitting together with you like this also feels pretty nice.
Test plot 3 boost synchronization
The
rates.
purpose of our research is to make food that boosts cognitive and physical function.
So, Mornye just lives off these every day? This must be the new flavor supplement Mornye mentioned. But why is there a fish cutaway illustration on the package? Meh. Anyway, I'll grab 2 packs as you requested.
The purpose of our research
I
is
heard that I can in test pot 3 boost synchronization rates, so I just... Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
Here, your super cubic energy supplement.
Thank you. Are you hungry? Wonderful. Would you like to try it? The agronomy wing developed this new product. As their regular user, I was consulted on its nutritional components. It has a more complex flavor profile, increased metabolic efficiency, and contains cognitive-enhancing compounds that make it ideal to counter work fatigue. The flavor is called Dusk Honeypot Skellicanth. Shall I open it for you? How is it?
At first it's sweet, like dusk honeypot, then smoky fish, followed by a greasy skellicanth aroma. It's a creative flavor.
That's a relief. My apologies for getting carried away. I mean, if you like this, I can reserve a box for you when the development finishes. Thank you for your insight. After replenishing energy, my mind feels sharper. And I'm feeling more relaxed. Resuming work in this state should be more productive. I'll return to work then. This should allow me to make progress on the design blueprint for Sylph. Oh, about that. I'll explain when it reaches a presentable stage. Until next time.
Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
You might want to go to before Nana's health seminar. The content can be...
Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
Sylph modeling. Indicators. The basic structure is complete, but with this margin of error, which approach should we take? Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you had arrived.
Did I interrupt your work?
Not at all. That was my mistake. I promised I'd only use 15 minutes of your time. I should be using it more efficiently.
You look troubled. Can I help?
No. It should be fine as long as you're here. But if you could, for the next 15 minutes, please follow my instructions precisely. Don't worry. It's just what we did last time. Well, I implemented your advice for a mid-work energy intake, and it yielded a notable boost in my efficiency. But today, when I consumed plant-based milk during my work session, the very same action failed to bring an efficiency boost or inspiration. To reproduce the result with controlled variables, one factor was missing.
And you mean...
Correct. To fully replicate the environment, I also bought 2 packs of supercubic energy supplement. Could you hand me the first pack? Strange. Even with the energy intake and the conversation with you, my mind didn't turn sharper. Quantification. Interpretability. Cross-validation. No, the extrapolation doesn't work. Need to find a new optimization. Did our 15 minutes already pass? I wasted our time together again.
What you really need right now is just to relax. Let's go somewhere else for a breather. Inspiration might come more easily.
Go somewhere else for a breather? I'm unsure of the correlation between location and productivity, but since you suggest it, I'll consider the hypothesis. I need to finish some tasks first. I'll message you once I'm done. No, I'm okay. I really look forward to doing something together with you again.
Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
Yes, I hear your call. You seek something. Something to help you. Here, take it. It has answered your call. Here, take it. It has answered your call.
you're here. Studies show that ideal relaxation spaces feature bright light, ample oxygen, and open views. That's why I chose this location. What do you think? That means a lot. I rarely leave the Institute for anything other than work, so this is unusual for me. It's nice here. The breeze, the view. I think I'm feeling relaxed. Thank you. I had a great time today. I hope to convert this feeling into inspiration back at the Institute. Otherwise, your efforts will be wasted.
Even if I can't offer professional advice, talking might lighten your mind. Just like when we launched Helios.
Understood. Then, I'll borrow a bit more of your time. Please look at this. Sylph, an escort mech designed for Frostland expedition teams. It's mainly designed to boost mobility, gliding, dashing, short flights, all to improve exploration efficiency.
That doesn't sound like something that would bother you.
True. Its current structure has already made all these functions possible. Yet, according to field reports, the challenge in the Frostlands isn't just environmental. The crew's mental stability is equally critical. Isolation, monotonous views, repetitive work, interpersonal friction, and lack of privacy. These all impair team morale and hinder research. I hope Sylph can also provide psychological support. But that isn't my specialty. Emotional needs vary by personality. Ideally, a mathematical model should account for all cases. I need to use quantifiable personality indicators from validated metrics, such as Star Torch Mental Health Scale, New Federation Multiphasic Personality Scale, or targeted self-assessments for critical situations. Then there's the variance in reliability and validity between the scales, the bias and the covariance introduced by subjects answering in different contexts, and the convergence criteria for the models. Sorry, did I confuse you?
When it comes to people, you have to try to understand the emotional aspect.
Understand the emotional aspect?
That's right. Just leave it to me.
Fine. Comes with a job. All yours.
A new partner. But I was helping Sentinel protection. Yes, just like that. Yeah, but I was helping
Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
Why do we have to pay for the...
I never knew you were a fan of Mech anime, Professor. Why were you hiding this?
Techniques or story? Form or the theme? What should be my focus? What is my message here? Techniques or story?
This is my 108th loop on this Fleet Snowfluff album.
I never knew you were a fan of Mech anime, Professor. So, understanding the emotional aspect involves watching a movie?
Yeah, I figured you haven't watched many.
If by movies you mean edited videos, then I'm familiar with observing experimental records. Do you like movies? Have to watch.
It's starting. I hope you enjoy it.
It's a beautiful story. Yes, I did notice a few logical gaps. For instance, someone as knowledgeable as Mechana should have managed the readout failure more effectively, and an outsider like Elian wouldn't have had clearance for the core research sector. But when Mechana's photo travels through gravity and time and finds its way back to Elian a century away, I felt my eyes well up. When old Elian looks at Mechana's smile in the photo, unchanged from their first meeting, what could he possibly be feeling? You're right. After all, the real Mechana has been lost to the black hole forever.
Because meeting Mechana is probably the most beautiful memory in his life.
The most beautiful memory. I understand now. No matter who they are or what they're going through, there's always something that can lift a person up. Sorry, I need to return to the lab immediately.
Hope she doesn't get a speeding ticket from Mr. Sigma.
is the one. The prototype of Sylph. I've added a frequency recording and playback feature on top of the original structure. It can scan brainwaves to locate the memory that elicits the strongest positive emotional response. In other words, the most beautiful memory of the user. Using technology similar to the frequency cassette recorder, it converts that memory into a storable data file, ready to be played back when needed. This way, a single playback can make them feel happy again, regardless of their present mood. How do you like this Sylph feature? Excellent. I'll submit it for review right away. I hope it will be approved for mass production soon. Rejected? I don't understand. The mechanical structure is proven safe, and the emotional feature uses fully established technology. Yes, that makes sense. It reminds me of when you first brought me the supplements. My efficiency improved initially, but I couldn't replicate the results afterwards. What truly helps isn't the memory itself, but how we gain strength through it. I understand now. Iteration and optimization are fundamental for science. I am a professor, remember? Still, this means I have to redesign Sylph from the ground up. That makes it the only prototype left for this version. Would you like to have it? As a keepsake for witnessing its birth from the start. Oh, and one more thing. Though it's only a prototype, it functions perfectly. While it's not suited for mass production, I hope it can still help you capture a memory you truly cherish.
The memory I truly cherish. I'm curious myself. Using it once should be okay, as long as I don't abuse it. Sure. Let's try it.
All right, powering on. Recording started. Oh, wait. I forgot to delete my sample data.
Someday, we'll meet again.
Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
This is for you, Senior. Yep, I folded it myself. I told you before, right? About the black cat I met in the dark side. It led me for so long. When the path disappeared, it told me that even though it couldn't find its home anymore, it still knew which way to go. So, it spread its little wings and soared toward a distant light dot with resolve. You reminded me of the cat. That's why I made this for you. All right, back to training I go. If you need me, I'll be at the training grounds these days. See ya.
Trajectory calibrated.
Get one of the star guns, stick it on the head of an academy robot.
Wait! You're not thinking of dumping trash in me!
I can do better if I try again. Not good enough. One more time. I can do this. I'm okay. Just took a tiny break. I want to practice more, so when trouble comes, I'll be ready. Are you here to train too, Senior? Or is there something I can help with? I'm good. Oh, do you want to see how much I've improved? I'll start a new round.
Relax, Sigrika. Just focus on how to take him down.
Focus on how to take them down. Okay, I can do that. Well, I did a pretty good job. Usually I'm exhausted fighting these things. But this time, when I focused on taking them down alone, I even noticed details I overlooked before. It's all thanks to you, Senior. How did I miss something like that before? After all the practices I had.
Maybe you just need a breather.
But I don't think I've fully mastered it. So, resting is an important part of learning too. Okay then, let's go watch birds. Yep, it's the breeding season of Blub and Puffin. They're everywhere on campus. Just watching them fly around, preen, catch insects, and give little presents to each other. I'd say that's also a good way to take a break, right? And I know a perfect viewing spot, the rooftop. So, wanna go together? Look! There's a blob and puffin! They imitate children's cries to trick people into feeding them. And they steal food, too. Whenever the agronomy wing introduces a new snack, they're always first in line to try it. They also love gifting things, especially during breeding season. They bring their partners flowers, leaves, and... Oh, sorry. I start rambling when I talk about them. I should have asked if you were interested first. Exactly! Once your bird curiosity starts fluttering, you'll find cuties like these everywhere in the world. So, would you be interested in joining the birding fan club? Really? That's great! Then we have 2 members now. Oh, look! It's turning this way. Quick, take a picture. Wow, that's a perfect shot. Whenever I try, it's always either the rear end or the wrong focus. But this one... Oh, could I have this photo? Thank you! I'll put it on the very first page of my bird album.
You really like birds, don't you?
They're beautiful and free. Most of all, they're brave. They know exactly where they're flying to. You have some that journey across entire continents, from pole to pole, and others that will brave storms to find a place they call home. And they're not born knowing how to fly. There's always that first leap from a great height. That very moment the wind rushes through their feathers for the first time. It must be terrifying, but then, whoosh, they always soar in the end. Isn't that wonderful? Break time's over. I need to head back. Thank you a lot, Senior.
I wonder how Sigrika is doing. Last time we took a break together, she brought me up to the rooftop for bird watching. Maybe I'll find her there again. I should go take a look.
Oh, you found me, Senior. Thank you. Look, it's the same blub and puffin. Still preening, still hunting insects, still giving little gifts to its friends, as if the dark side never existed. When I look at it, it's like none of that ever happened. No riddles, no adventure with you, no the other me. But I know I was there. When I close my eyes, I can still hear those voices. I can hear that Sigrika telling me, you'll always end up back here. If I go back, what would happen? I'm scared to find out. Though you told me not to think about it, I still ran away and hid myself here.
Professor Lucilla, Dr. Luuk, and me, we're all here to help. So, allow yourself to step away and rest a little before you find the answer.
Then, can you stay with me a little longer? Thank you.
Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
Good to see you again.
Let's just make do with a Nutri-Pack.
Excess hormone synthesis indicates 12% in red.
Hey, you're here too, Senior. Yep, I just finished training, and then everything from before came rushing back, so I came here for a break. I haven't seen our little puffin friend today, though. You know, these birdies are free. They eat when they're hungry, fly when they want, and rest whenever they please. They just did that again today. And I want to do the same. So today, I'm taking a break. I'm going to watch birds, enjoy the celebration, and eat rainbow bean pop candy. And I'm feeling ready to experience everything in a refreshed mood. So, will you join me? A photo! Even years from now, just looking at this will remind me of you and everything we did at the celebration. Ready? 3, 2, 1, cheese!
you're here. Was the campus filled with people on your way here? I heard the student council set up a huge balloon arch, then the whole string got blown away by the wind and the kids chased it halfway across campus. Oh, to be young. The infirmary's been busy these past few days as well. I've been seeing a steady stream of patients with collapses, cuts, and bruises. I'd probably skip lunch if I didn't make some snacks this morning. Here, freshly made waffles. I tweaked the recipe to make it a bit more refreshing. A little less sugar and a touch more lemon zest and butter. Care to taste one? Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. It seems my little experiment worked out. I was quite confident about the lemon juice. After all, that golden shade is the one I know too well. You can tell the balance of sweet and sour at a glance. Maybe I can try this approach with other desserts and dishes. Would you be my official taste tester? Of course. The academy has been turned upside down with all the celebration preparations. I had a line of students waiting with bumps and bruises that reached the staircase. And then, there are those who are perfectly fine. They just pop in for a chat or a snack or a bit of a pep talk. So here I am, bandaging patients on one side and gently coaxing the others back to class. Even Nana has been so busy that her reactions have gotten a little slow. I have to step in and recalibrate her system occasionally. Come to think of it, if I hadn't become a doctor, I might have made a pretty good engineer. But being busy like this for a change does make things interesting. I've been busy before, kind of busy where you need a formal appointment to even see me, back when work and chasing the Fraxidus took over every waking hour. That's no longer the case anymore, you know? After all, I am in your debt. If you hadn't introduced me to Lynae III, I may still be standing outside a sterile operating room, yawning at cold reports. What's that look for? Wondering if I've been completely won over by life at the academy? Definitely. Oh, I have to tell you about the student who came by yesterday. He swore he was possessed by a floating spirit, and he could hear someone singing all night long. Sometimes distant, and sometimes near. He just couldn't escape the sound. Who knows? The kid claimed he also heard the song near the broadcast tower outside the dorms. He was too scared to make a sound all night, and even came to me, seeking an exorcism the next day. Sadly, pills are the only thing I have, not talismans. Well, as it turned out, he simply left his bedtime music on, and it had woven its way into his dreams. All right, that's enough ghost stories for today. Anything else you'd like to eat? Steak, grilled cod, or a dish from Huanglong, perhaps? You know, I'd really love to learn more about Huanglong's cooking. Since you spent so much time there, you must be quite familiar with the local cuisine. That's perfect. Care to give me some advice? I'm trying to branch out with my cooking. After all, I'd much rather have people visit for a good meal than for a bandage. Anyway, I'll keep improving these waffles. Maybe make them a little sweeter and crispier, then add a drizzle of maple syrup and some freshly diced fruit on top. I have a feeling this would make it better. Next time you can...
Dr. Herson! Someone just fainted at the celebration!
Seems like we'll have to cut our tea time short today. I'm so sorry about that. Especially since I was the one who invited you. And until next time. Once I'm done, I'll treat you to a proper dinner.
Heading to the testing field.
Free as a bird.
Just in time. I checked the surveillance footage and didn't see anyone coming in and out with the dessert. Pity. But it seems the cameras won't be much help to us. Then I'll be your assistant, detective. Anything you need, just let me know. Young friendship is so full of passion. Even if you tell them not to visit, they'll always find a way to sneak in. Later, I simply set up seats for visitors so they could sit and chat here.
This cat, it looks familiar. I think I've seen it inside the infirmary before.
Yes, come to think of it, this cat could be considered one of the doctors here.
No luck here as well, it seems.
Indeed. He's probably struggling with himself. If I had known someone was there at the time, I would have opened the door and offered him some candy at least. I started off assuming we were looking for a person, but having thought about it, the culprit might not be a human at all.
Did you discover something?
Not a discovery. I just remembered something now. When you were describing the clues, I was suddenly reminded of a few little moments. The thought that flashes through the mind in an instant is often the closest thing to the truth. When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Am I right? Why don't we recreate the scene? Think of it as a role-playing game. When I was infiltrating the Fraxinus, I had to regularly change identities. Priest, doctor, delivery guy, occasionally, dead body. You weren't exactly thrilled with my methods back then, but things are much safer now. No one's shooting at me. We're just looking into some missing waffles. Like I said, you're the detective, and I'm your assistant.
All right then. So, commissioned by the Star Torch Academy Infirmary, I will be the detective investigating this missing waffle case.
And I'm your assistant, and also the client of this commission. The incident occurred at 7:30 a.m. this morning. We've searched through all humans entering and leaving the infirmary around that time and found no notable suspects. Meaning, only one possibility remains. What do you reckon?
If no human committed the crime, then the suspect isn't a person. Could it be that calico cat?
Nicely deduced. If it's a small campus animal, one that can easily stay out of sight, it's no wonder it avoided the cameras.
If that cat is the culprit, it couldn't have finished the entire plate on the spot.
But when I returned to the infirmary, the plate was empty.
Looks like it packed the rest and left. Question is, where?
A place not far from here. Quiet, undisturbed. A place like... Speaking of a place nearby with plenty of cover, this might be it. All the equipment and materials piled up here have created the perfect little hideouts for small animals. But they're quite alert. If we approach without caution, they'll likely make a run for it.
Should we use something as bait?
Snacks, you say? If it hasn't finished its previous spoils, this trick might work. Anyway, we can give it a try. Waffles are almost finished. Seems our cat friend has been hungry for a while. It's all skin and bones. Such a small cat. No wonder it didn't get caught on surveillance.
Quite the appetite for its size.
That means it's still healthy overall. When a student is overwhelmed, I sometimes recommend that they adopt a small pet through the academy. It can really help people unwind. Of course, it does come with duties. A little one like this, for instance, needs a stable home, a lot of patience.
It doesn't seem to be a cat registered with the academy. What should we do with it?
Oh, it's very frightened. It may have a stress response. Let's take it somewhere quiet first. Then we'll discuss further when it gets better.
Yes, I hear your call. You seek something. Something to help you. Here, take it. It has answered your call.
Starting to feel at home now.
Since the Academy allows animal adoptions, let's take it to the shelter.
The standard animal adoption process for students is rather complicated. There are ways to navigate it more smoothly. For example, we could start with background checks for students and support staff. Then, we could invite a select group to the adoption event.
So you already had everything figured out on the way back.
The young have the luxury of thinking one step at a time. As adults, we always have to think a few steps further. If you're able to attend the adoption event, that would certainly move things along. You could be a surprise guest and, at the right moment, hold up this clever little kitten for everyone to see.
Sounds awfully like you want me to enjoy the festivity.
You can put it that way. Just like a machine will malfunction if its springs are too tight, we all need to unwind from time to time. I hope your time here as a student can leave some sweet memories for you. Would that embarrass you?
It's just... sometimes I feel like you're a little too careful with my feelings, Luuk. I'd rather you stand next to me, just like old times. Not simply watching from a distance, but walking right beside me.
Walking right beside you. Huh. I see. You want me to be more than just an observer. This is what you meant when you first invited me to the Academy, right? You wanted me to monitor the Fraxidus. But you also hoped that witnessing the vibrant life here would save me from the mire of my past. Just as you anticipated, the youth here have indeed lifted my spirit. Watching them always gives me a lovely little escape from the stress, even if it's just for a moment.
So, feel like enjoying your break now?
Well, I've already accepted your invitation. Only my approach is a bit special. It's like this little calico who wandered into our world. There's a special joy in just getting involved naturally, doing what feels right. But on a day like this, I shall take my friend's advice. I'll try my best to enjoy the break, at least.
Got anything in mind?
How about we start by recruiting some kind-hearted people to adopt this cat? I'll try not to make any plans and just go with the flow. This way, would you feel that I'm relaxed and enjoying myself in the moment? Of course. Please. Look forward to it. Once it's adopted, I'll apply for some time off. Then I'll invite you again. Now, I'll relax and go try to find our little friend a home.
Dark forces approach. Be on guard. Together we stand. Path is arduous. Doesn't hurt. I'm okay. Purify. Crystals, give me strength. Shine, holy
No
light.
thanks.
Heading to the testing field.
Just make do with a neutral package. Let's just make do with a neutral package now.
Sorry for the wait. How's our furry friend doing? That's great. Indeed. Now that this minor incident is behind us, it's time we find it a reliable home. Me?
I mean, it can really help people unwind.
So, this is the break you want me to enjoy?
That's just my thought. It's up to you.
To be honest, I don't find the idea unacceptable, but bringing a new life into my own is something I shouldn't take lightly. For instance, the cat would need its own space to explore, clean water, nutritious and balanced food, and, of course, enough toys to play with. And all of those things would take half of my room at least. Are you sure? It'll be a considerable amount of work. Then it's settled. Next time you visit, maybe you could bring a few toys it might like. I'm completely clueless when it comes to amusing a cat. Something that rolls or moves under its paws. Things it can shred safely. Preferably something that can help me relax as well. I can already imagine it speeding across the room and scattering my neatly organized documents.
And then you'd shake your head while brushing paper scraps off its tail.
Sounds like something that might actually happen.
And later on, you'll have to give it a name.
Ooh, a name. Something I'm not particularly good at. I'll let you decide when you visit. I have work this afternoon. I'll take it to a checkup before my shift. Once I take a break from work again, I'll invite you over to try a few new dishes. And let's see if this little one has learned to open the door for you by then. Just in time, Rover. The last student has just left, so my vacation is officially starting now. Indeed. If you hadn't reminded me, I would have almost forgotten about the whole mountain of paid leave of mine. If I used it all at once, I could spend almost a year traveling. But then, I imagine the Academy would probably be calling me back after just a month. Well, I don't blame them. It's who I wanted to be, and I've always done my best to live up to that. Fortunately, not everything works out as I'd like. That little cat and I, for example, haven't really clicked. It ran away on the third day in my dorm. Now it only comes back for food when it's really hungry. It lets me pet it while eating, and even for a little while after the meal. And it always scampers off. Perhaps some cats aren't really cut out for being indoor pets. The fact that it keeps coming back probably means it already considers this home.
Do you think it'll always come back to you?
Maybe. Or maybe not. Well, It's not like I can have a counseling session with a cat and have it open up to me. For such a free-spirited little creature, there's no controlling it. Perhaps all I can do is give it the space to be free and go wherever it pleases.
So that's why you're not forcing it to stay.
Yes. It's a lot like life itself. We can only control so much, but there's so much more we can appreciate.
Why did you become a psychologist, Luuk?
You see, when someone is under too much stress, they can grow numb to the pressure itself while losing some of their empathy for others. If a person has to bear that stress while still holding on to their empathy, the pain has to go somewhere. It can lead to outbursts, lethargy, or even self-destruction. On that rainy night, someone stood by that gravestone waiting for me. Just knowing I didn't have to face everything alone was enough to stop me from falling into the abyss. Most of the time, being alone or not might not make much of a difference. But when you're trapped in despair, a little support is like a lamp in a long, dark night. So now, it's my turn to be that person for others. That includes you. I hope that if you're ever feeling too tired, I'll be the first to notice. Glad to hear. I'll keep working on it. To the vacation, and to the free little cat.
To the free, and to a future where all can enjoy freedom.
What a coincidence. That look on your face says, why is she here? Did something happen again? Relax. I'm simply out for a stroll, making sure everything is running smoothly. The students worked so hard for this celebration. It'd be heartbreaking if anything went wrong again. So I've arranged for reliable people to watch over things. No need to panic.
So, what really brings you here?
Simply to enjoy the festival. Now, relax those shoulders. The new solo celebration doesn't come often. It'd be a shame to miss it.
The venue's lively. You should check it out.
I'll pass. Some students look at me the way mice look at cats. They come all the way from home to study here, with nothing but endless coursework and exams ahead, and the weight of everyone's expectations behind. All while clinging to those big dreams and ambitions of theirs. Just think of all the pressure, loneliness, and hope they bear. And I'm the one who decides whether they stay or go. Someone with that kind of power doesn't belong in their little refuge from stress.
But what about you? How do you deal with stress?
Just like this, wandering around, joining the fun. Most of the time, I stay in my office for the students' sanity. I'll put on something popular with the projector to lift the mood.
Something popular?
Usually films, but I like plays and operas too. Oh, and those short clips everyone's addicted to lately. Surprisingly delightful. Speaking of which, when you're free, how about watching a movie together? That's the spirit. I'll keep an eye out for a good movie then. All right, that's enough leisure for today. Until next time.
Relax, I'm off duty today. I've got better things to worry about than your attention.
Excuse me? Is Professor Lucilla here? Oh, I forgot. Sometimes she waits for me here instead.
The engineering repair pass. Lucilla, this must be it.
Let's just make do with an
trash in me, are you?
Hey, why do you guys always have me with Dr. Luuk? Hello there. Need a hand?
I'm here for Professor Lucilla's projector repair.
Oh, that one. It's fixed for now, but some parts were too damaged. It might quit again soon.
Got it. I'll let her know.
I heard it died in class. You're on her Royan culture course, right? That class just isn't the same without the projector. I sat in once. Oh, it was fascinating. Not surprising, really. She was one of the top scholars from the Pioneer Association. Makes even the GE courses fun. And those slides. She took all the photos in the Royan settlements herself. It'd be a shame if you missed them because of the projector. Oh, and bring this back to her too. Took some effort, but it's finally fixed.
What's this?
Better let Professor Lucilla explain. Trust me, she will, even if you don't ask. Always have an appointment with Dr. Luuk before coming.
You just do with energy.
Heading to the testing field.
We know the floor jumps are everything.
Sorry for the trouble. Let's see. Ah, perfect. It's working again. This cassette inside. Did the engineering staff give it to you? Oh, figures. They're always so reliable.
So, what is it exactly?
Footage from my Pioneer Association days, when I was leading a research team, recorded on a body cam. Some of the data was damaged in an accident. I thought it was lost forever.
You must really miss those days.
I miss every day that's already passed. Humans are nostalgia creatures. We invent all kinds of ways to keep memories alive and carry them forward, don't we? Anyway, thanks again for helping me fix it. I still have a meeting later, but maybe some quick coffee before that.
Better not. Caffeine keeps me up all night.
Really? I can't sleep without it these days. All right then, rain check. I owe you one. I'm sorry, Professor Lucilla. I still can't make up my mind. That's all right, Lorraine. Forget about all the deadlines and notes. When your desire grows too strong to keep it inside, come to me.
But the academic affairs said that the rules are...
Don't worry. If a rule fails to protect my students, then the rule's not right.
You're doing so much for someone like me who slows everyone down. Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor.
All right, go get some food. No one thinks straight on an empty stomach, and have plenty of carbs, or you'll end up stressed and bald like your teacher here.
But your hair looks great. You've got nothing to worry about.
And you're not someone who slows everyone down, Lorraine. Eat well, rest well. I'll always be here for you.
Talking with your student here? Why not in your office?
Discussing the way out with a student in a cramped room? Even I can't stand sitting in there. Lorraine, a memory-type resonator from Rebel College. Her forte has been unstable lately. Her recent memories have started to blur with her older ones. While she can still manage her daily life, it's devastating for her studies. Just as you can't change a movie by wishing at the screen, conventional treatments won't work for memory-type resonators. She can only find her way out by herself.
How long would that take?
Maybe by tomorrow morning. Maybe a lifetime.
So she's...
applying to quit the academy. Life here has simply become too heavy for her. Rover, if you were in my shoes, would you let her leave? Yet, I wonder if this respect would become an excuse to look away. Anyway, time to get back to my mountain of paperwork. See you later.
Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
Let's just make do with a Nutri-Pack now.
My exoscore indicates 12%.
Go on. What are you in the mood for? Action movies these days are all CGI. Not my favorite. How about this? Incident Report 27. Gravity manipulation failure.
That's an action movie?
It's the playback of a harmless lab accident. A live-action documentary. Professor Mornye stars in it too. You rarely see her so flustered. Shame it's too short for a full movie. Horror. Not many options now. But there's one in production, Pero in the Box. Sounds promising.
Pero?
Yup. A monster which goes Pero Pero drags a young girl into a box. They're filming in Raguna. Rumor says they've rented a real pirate ship. Romance. Not really my thing. Love stories on the screen are too filtered. Campus love dramas are far more entertaining if you ask me.
Oh, how about the cassette I got from the Department of Engineering? The one with your Pioneer Association footage. Have you watched it?
That one? Not yet. Too much going on. Not ready for distractions.
Why don't we watch it when you're free?
That sounds lovely. Once I'm done with the things at hand, let's watch it together.
Sounds good.
testing field.
Why do we have to?
Good thing we got the projector fixed. We can finally relax and watch the footage for once.
Not worried you'll scare the students away?
Oh, please. They've had their fun long enough. It's my turn now. All right, enough talk. Movie time. It's been with me for years. It's earned its rest. And honestly, breaking down halfway is the ending that fits it best, don't you think?
Should we find another projector? It feels like you miss your days in the Pioneer Association.
I do, and I don't. Let's keep the footage where it is. We shouldn't cling to the past forever, right? But I will still need a new projector for Lorraine's lessons.
Lessons? So she's staying?
She is. And she insists on taking the end-of-term exams. I offered her support for the paperwork and arranged a medical leave plan with the new Federation, but she chose to stay. Even with the risk of not reaching the finish line, she said.
Breaking down halfway is the ending that fits her best.
Exactly. This time, my student taught me something.
Is there any improvement in her forte?
Sadly, it's growing more unstable. She's not at risk of overclocking yet, but the memory confusion is now affecting her daily life. She's fighting hard just to hold on to one or two things each day. Rover, if you could only remember one thing a day, what would you choose?
That's hard to decide.
Yes. It's something we can't answer until that day comes.
So what did Lorraine choose to remember?
She told herself, I must never, ever give up.
She's brave.
Yes. She's like a real-life movie hero, if you ask me. As her teacher, I have to pull myself together and be the loyal, supporting cast who witnesses what she'll become.
I hope she gets a good ending.
She will. I'll make sure of it.
wish that I were a star glowing brightly in space, so I could light the dark and guide your wandering pace, like a snowflake just falling into the quiet lake's embrace, keeping our silent promise that I can't erase. There's a black cat in my memory. You're the first January breathing. I would just step for a hush of time, as if it belongs to the sky. Remember paper planes.
All right. Where are we off to?